birthday, Chris. Almost 60 years ago, we called you our little peanut, and you were born at the Livermore Hospital. You were the start of our family, and we've loved you truly forever. Have a very wonderful, almost 60th birthday. With love, Mom.
Happy birthday, Uncle Chris. You know, out of all my uncles named Chris, you're my favorite.
Happy birthday, Chris. 60 years. You have many more years to look forward to.
Just wanted to say happy birthday and thank you for welcoming me into the family. Cheers.
Happy birthday, Coach Chris!
Happy birthday, Grandpa Chris!
Happy birthday, Chris.
Happy birthday, Uncle Chris.
Happy birthday, Gramps.
Hi, Chris. This is Scott and
Kinsley.
we want to wish you a very happy 60th birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Chris. I hope you have a fantastic time.
Hey Chris, it's the Petersons. We want to wish you a happy 60th birthday.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Hey Chris, happy birthday, brother. Hey, your generosity throughout the years, the 1998 trip to the East Coast to do the ultimate sports trip, I'll never forget. Your barbecue for the Tahoe Idiots is awesome. You're just an amazing guy. You're so generous and always positive, and your only flaw is that baseball team you root for. If I could change that, it would look like that. But anyway, but your football team's right, and you're just a great guy. Happy birthday, man.
Hey Chris, happy birthday. I hope that you know how awesome you are, how valuable you are by being reminded of all these memories from these videos that Sarah's making. Just so you know, my childhood was marked by so many memories with you and with your family. Aladdin and Jasmine pancakes, weeks at the Tahoe, bike races, rides, camping, all those things are really some of the sweetest memories that I have. I always felt like you loved us, like we were your own kids, and were really supportive and encouraging of me and my family as kids, and even into adulthood too, just checking in on us and always wanting to see what's going on.
Happy birthday, Chris. I just want to thank you for the wonderful time I had going across the country while you were riding your bike, and I got to read all your blogs and enjoy the beautiful scenery, and I didn't have to do any of the work. So I really want to thank you for allowing me to go along with you as you rode across the country.
Hey Chris, happy 60th birthday. I'm so fortunate to have been matched up with you to coach the under 10 girls 18, 19 years ago. And it's fitting on your birthday to thank you for the gifts you've given me. The gift of being able to coach with you, the gift of friendship, the gift of the Tour de Tahoe, and the gift of A to C. So here's to you, Chris. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Welcome to the 60s.
It's pretty lonely up here, let me tell you. Sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Happy birthday, Chris. I remember I first met you when Marissa started at Sycamore, and you couldn't have been more kind and welcoming. But how I really got to know you was when the girls were on blue softball. You were the coach of the opposing team. Marissa was out in center field. Tiny little Marissa, who they stuck her there thinking that that was a safe place. One of your players hit the ball out there. No, the whole team on our side groaned, and Marissa caught the ball. And the first person that cheered was you, yelling, "Yay, Marissa!" And everyone clapped. And I knew right there and then what a terrific human guy you are. And so happy to continue the friendship and the fun. And hey, happy birthday, Chris.
Happy 60th birthday, Chris. A man of adventure who rode a bicycle across America from sea to shining sea, and then rode from the Canadian border all the way to the Mexican border. You are the John Muir of two wheels. Incredible. And even though we met later in life and proximity has been a challenge with Stacy and I in the Sunflower State and you and Brenda in the Golden State, I've always felt that there is a union between the two of us, that you are part of our family. And in the short times we've been together, whether it was Costa Rica or a lunch in Hawaii or hiking in Tahoe, I've always felt like you were a brother, because you are everything about a great friend and what a great friend should be. You're a man of adventure. You are a guy who is a lover of nature. You like a good glass of wine and good conversation. And in the end, that truly is what it's all about. Love you, man. Happy birthday.
Well, Chris, how are you? It's your birthday. From Spain to Costa Rica to guys' golf trips to the BVI to camp, we have spent a lot of time traveling with you.
So we made up a top 10 list of what we enjoy about traveling with Chris Ditmore.
Yes, we did.
So I'm going to start. Number 10, you get me my coffee wherever we go.
It's important.
And number 9, you don't talk to me until after I've had that first cup.
Yeah, I kind of do that. Number 8, you are a light sleeper, very light sleeper, and you don't really like it when the guys snore, especially Shrats.
You love planning trips with me. And sometimes we do it 2 years out, and we get down every airline detail and every logistic. And I love planning trips with you.
Yes, you do. Number 6, Brenda and I get to just show up. Oh, and number 5, speaking of Brenda, she is your reluctant purchasing partner, and I'm sometimes the instigator. Think Tesla, West Side houses, and a dog.
For all of your planning, though, you can actually be spontaneous sometimes. Like the time we went to the Hall Mansion and we didn't have a ride home.
Yeah, that can happen. Number 3, you're usually the other driver. I am one driver, you're the other one, even if occasionally you end up in Panama. Oh, and number 2, let's just say snakes. And number 1, you are the world's best host and traveling companion. Happy 60th birthday.
Bye.
Happy birthday, Chris. Every time I walk by this little device in my garage, I think of you, because the first time I met you, I was so excited because my kids were participating in a bike ride to Sycamore Elementary from Wood Ranch. I went down early in the morning, pumped up my kids' bike tires and got all excited, and I walked down with them, and there you are with this pump, and you go over and you check my kids' tires, and you're like, God, these things are flat. And you bring out your pump and you start pumping away, and you're just like working hard, and I'm like, who in the hell is this guy? Anyway, happy birthday on behalf of all the Records. Love y'all.
Chris, amigo, compadre, it's Jamie and Christine.
Hey, Chris.
Wishing you nothing but a wonderful 60th birthday. It's really woohoo! It's really hard to believe that you're 60. You look more like 65, but just kidding. You know how much we love you. And I know that there's been a lot of speculation in the tattoo that I'm going to get. So wanted to let you know that it's really special. And actually, I was able to convince Christine to get something too in honor of you on your special day, your birthday. So we want to share this with you. Hope you love it as much as we love this, because it's forever, buddy.
Yeah.
And here you go. Take a look. In honor, she got the bicycle on the wrist tat. Woohoo!
I'm tatted.
And it's forever.
Woohoo!
Now I'm going to show you my special surprise.
Look at there. If that doesn't say love, I don't know what does.
That tramp stamp is with me forever.
First off, welcome to the 60s Club, Chris. It's about time. Nice having youthful, fun-loving members like you join the club. And I am honored to be part of this video put together by your loving family. So I've known Chris for 14 years. He's a veteran here and part of the Goodway Inner Circle and Goodway family. I admire Chris for evolving over the years and always pushing for Goodway to be the best company it could be. When we pivoted from print to digital, Chris was a guy I trusted to get the new messaging out to clients. He was the first to comprehend and sell digital media campaigns, which gave me the confidence to invest and grow the company the past 14 years. He has always been a stable force within our sales team. And here is Chris from an early sales incentive trip, right in the middle, anchoring the team, as always. And Chris also helped us manage and sustain the GM Beast. It is one of our most vital and challenging accounts. Whatever Chris touches is usually successful, and he makes the people around him better. Everyone wants to work with Chris because he is smart, fun, fair, and a very good manager.
Chris Ditmore, happy birthday, buddy. Just a little refresher course here. This is what 20-something looks like. This is what 30-something looks like. This is what 60 looks like. So, wait a minute. You still pretty much look like that. So I assume you figured out time travel or something, but happy birthday to a great friend. Don't get to see nearly as often as I would like. Once or twice a year at best, but still very, very good friend. Appreciate your friendship and all that you've done over many, many years. Hope you have a great year and many, many, many more.
I also want to thank you for how kind you have been it's probably been 25 years as our kids have grown up and we've experienced so many things. You've been very, very kind to me and the boys, and I want to thank you for that. I also want to wish you many more years of health, happiness, joy, and wonderful memories, and happy 60th birthday.
Happy birthday. I'm so happy to know you. Here's to a guy with wisdom far beyond your years, energy of maybe a 20-year-old, and enough love for our universe and easily 2 more. Have the best birthday. I'll be thinking of you.
Happy 60th, Chris. Coming to you from the Pacific Ocean, wishing you a happy birthday. It's one of the most casual, fun-loving, easygoing guys I know. It has been a real pleasure to you, and I hope you're having a hell of a birthday.
And I just remember the first time we met you was out at that crazy old warehouse in Crow Canyon working on Amy and Mac's 2006 grad night. You and Brenda out there every weekend. Brenda crawling around on the floor in her knee pads, painting murals, and you walking around with that big grin on your face, offering your help to everybody and anybody who needed it. And here we are now, 13 years later, and you're still got that big charming grin on your face and can-do spirit that we love so much. So our warmest wishes for the happiest 60th birthday.
And
we love you.
And we want you to know that you've really set the bar for us. Something to shoot for. 60.
Absolutely.
I hope you're having a great day. Best to you, buddy.
Cheers to you, Chris.
Happy birthday. This is Larry, and welcome to the 59 Forever Club. You're going to enjoy it. I just wanted to thank you for the many great experiences and fun we've had along the way. One of them I think that symbolizes what you're all about is one of the mountain bike rides we went on, and I appreciate the fact that you hung with me as we went up and down Mount Diablo, and it was a very hot day, and all I remember before I think I was blacking out was that I was having a hard time keeping the bike going, and you hung with me and finished the ride with me, and frankly I think kept me from dying. So Chris, hey, happy birthday, celebrate, have a great day, and I'll be seeing you around.
Chris.
Happy birthday. As you depart your 50s and enter your 60s, wishing you just the best of luck and another amazing decade. Enjoy your time with the family up in Tahoe.
60? I never would have guessed it. I'm glad to have you as a friend. I always enjoy riding with you. Even though you kick my butt up the hills, I really admire how you treat everybody like family, and you always seem like a guy that no matter where you are, that's the place to be.
Wishing you a happy 60th birthday. Love from Denise.
And Dave.
Hey Chris, as you can see, I wasn't planning on filming a video today, but Sarah reminded me I owed her one. Just wanted to wish you the happiest birthday. You've been a great friend and a great business mentor to me. Have a great day tomorrow and happy birthday.
Hey Chris, happy birthday, brother. Hey, your generosity throughout the years, the 1998 trip to the East Coast to do the ultimate sports trip I'll never forget. Your barbecue for the Tahoe idiots is awesome. You're just an amazing guy. You're so generous and always positive, and your only flaw is that baseball team you root for. If I could change that, it would look like that. But anyway, but your football team's right, and you're just a great guy. Happy birthday, man. Happy 60th.
Our friendships spanned over 28 years, and we've had such a wonderful time over those 28 years and so many adventures.
And I would say my friendship started with you back when you and Ken Mozek challenged me to ride my bike around Lake Tahoe, and 25 times later now, and I have this really cool jersey that I can wear now. So thanks to you, Chris.
My memory of meeting you was coming to a newcomers meeting at your house when you lived in Alamo, and Kim was out of town. You took Zach into that big stuffed animal room that had huge Mickey Mouse, and took care of Zach for the whole meeting. And I knew you were a great guy then. You're a wonderful friend, a great husband, a great father to those 3 beautiful kids.
Chris, I would always call you the Energizer Bunny because you never sit still. You're always organized. You're always thinking of everyone else. You're humble. You're a great friend, and just can't thank you for all you've done for us, including letting us use your cabin oftentimes. Where I think the last time we used it, we almost ruined your new addition. So thank you very much for that.
Glad that all worked out. You're an all-around great guy, kind, loving, generous, athletic, humble, and organized. You're the most organized guy I know. We've been through a lot these last 28 years. We are so blessed to call you our friend, but we really think of you as family. And happy, happy birthday. We love you, Chris.
Happy birthday, Chris. Enjoy your time with your kids and your wife, and just thanks for all you've done for us, and it's a special friendship.
We look forward to all the new adventures, and welcome to the club, buddy.
Happy 60. You're ahead of me, Chris.
Hey, Chris, happy birthday. I remember the first time I got to know you, and that was when Sarah and Marissa were in Mrs. Tringali's 4th grade class in school. We both volunteered to go, to be chaperones, essentially, on the Malakoff Diggins tour. And we were also paired to share a tent the first night. And it so happened that Mrs. Tringali's tent was right next to us. Well, lo and behold, about halfway through the middle of the night, it's pretty late, you and I both heard this whirring or vibrating sound, and from the tent next door, we knew it was Mrs. Tringali because nobody else was around us. And we both kind of obviously woke up and looked at each other and said, like, what the hell is that? It can't be. So anyway, we ended up going back to sleep, and first thing in the morning, Mrs. Tringali volunteered the information of what happened, essentially saying her air mattress ran out of, or leaked air, and she turned on the motor to refill the air. You can read into that if you want, but let's just move on. Anyway, it was a great experience. Great to get to know you. Happy birthday. Cheers.
Ditmore birthday, take 23. Hey, Chris. Good morning. Out here on a Tahoe training ride. Got a new Garmin bike computer. Got lots of sensors on this thing. Not one of them's looking good at the moment, so I'm working hard, getting ready for September. Always looking forward to hanging with you guys. Want to wish you a special happy birthday. And this one's to you, buddy. And I need to tell you, the 60s isn't all bad. And P.S. to Amy, congratulations, sweetie. Very excited for you.
Remember great times, football games, high school. Blair Rester on his saucepan sliding onto the highway up at Tahoe. And you almost lost the group of friends at one time when you bought your wife that horse and walked across the winery like some kind of commercial or something.
Like a perfect husband.
But we forgave you because I think she got rid of the horse. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Wish you all the
Chris.
best.
Yes, enjoy.
Great friends. Thank you.
Chris, here's to 25 years of the Tour de Tahoe and over 40 years of great friendship. And for your 60th, let Jose guide the way. Cheers and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Chris Ditmore. We are so excited. You have spent a lot of days and nights helping all of your older friends turn from 50s to 60s, opening that gate. So now it's our turn to help you through, and it's not so terrible. But I just want to say, first of all, we would be remiss if we didn't say a great big thank you to Brad and Lisa for introducing you and Brenda to us, because the minute we met you, we felt like you are family. We are so, so grateful for your friendship. I'm going to be quick. Not really. Anyway, we wish you a very, very happy 60th, hopefully surrounded by all of your family and your friends, and that this next decade brings you lots more adventures and a lot of love. We love you and wish we could be with you, but since we can't, just take it from us, from Sticky, Kansas. We wish you a very, very happy 60th. Love you. Bye.
Hola, Chris, and birthday greetings from Barcelona, Spain. Last time we were here, if you remember, we were here with you, and we're enjoying it. To celebrate you and what you mean to us, here are our top 10 Chrisisms for your birthday.
Number 10, your politeness to everyone.
Number 9, your pancakes, the best.
Number 8, our shared love of music and exploring new venues. Think Neon Trees and Nathaniel Ratliff and more.
Number 7, shocking, you're a hooker. But you slice too.
Number 6, inviting us to be a part of your biking adventures, and we don't even have to bike.
Number 5, you've got great kids, Chris. I know you love them, but we love them too.
Number 4, your support of flat people, especially Watermelon Brenda.
Number 3, your ability to be a sound sleeper. Being 60, Chris, is only going to help because your hearing's going to diminish and you'll be able to sleep through those nights.
And Chris, thank you for always making morning coffee on our trips. Now Mark makes it for me and brings it to me in the morning.
And today, and Chris, we want to thank you for your generosity, your inclusiveness with your cabin, with your fake love of country music. You make us all better people just being around you.
Thanks, Chris. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's Mary and Mike here, wishing you a happy 60th birthday from Hawaii. When I think of you, I think of a couple things. One, you were the inspiration for, you and Brenda were the inspiration for Mary and I to finally make the move to Tahoe, and we appreciate that. It's been great being able to have a place up there and spend time with you. And of course, you know, you've helped me take my cycling to a whole new level. What a fabulous trip last year with you and Ed and Matt and everybody who joined us along the way, the ladies. So we just wanted to raise a little toast to you from our place in Hawaii. Happy 60th.
Cheers. And let me just add to that after I take a sip. All those things Mike said, true for me also, but I just thought of 3 little stories that I think kind of exemplified Chris. And one of them was when we went to Zion, and Chris had a terrible accident the day before we were to leave, but still he had bought us each our own 6-pack of beer, exemplifying our personality, and he had a guessing game for us to guess whose beer went to whom. It's just kind of how he is, always thinking of others. My other story I think of fondly about when I think of Chris is how much grief he gives me about my pillows, and in a way that I know he means it nicely. And
But not that he's jealous.
He's a little jealous.
No, I don't think he's jealous.
He's not jealous. He does know how many pillows I have. And the third story is Chris goes into a store and he sees a pair of socks with Jack Russells on them, and he buys them and brings them to me. He's just a thoughtful guy. So, so glad that we have made a friendship with you, and hope we have spend many, many more years together. And cheers and happy birthday.
Cheers.
Hey Chris, you have arrived at 60, so we have a little haiku for you now. Here we go.
Landing at 60, living life to the fullest, smooth riding ahead. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Mr. Ditmore. Oh wait, there's our glasses.
Look forward to our next adventure.
Cheers!
Cheers!
Lordy, Lordy, Chris is 60. Happy birthday, Chris. And thanks for letting us have your wife work with us and keep our smiles on our faces. Have a good birthday, bud.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Happy birthday, Chris.
We were gonna sing, but we like you too much.
That's right. And the crowd around us wouldn't let us get away with it.
Have a great one.
Happy birthday.
Love you.
Happy birthday from your favorite people in Arizona. Have the best day. Love you.
Happy birthday, Coach Chris. I hope you're having fun with your family and that you're surprised. I just want to say a few words thanking you for all of those years of softball and being such a wonderful coach, a positive coach, and you really made softball fun. And I have such great memories that I'll cherish forever, between Serve Gal, Hot Tamales, coaching with my mom, to Stompers and tournaments in Santa Cruz and Tahoe and the national tournament in Oregon. I just want to thank you so much for all of the time that you gave to us and memories that we'll never forget. Thank you for making me a better player by slamming softballs to me with your wooden bat during practice to shortstop, and for just making me a better person. You truly were a role model to me in that time of my life and to all of us girls. Someday when I'm back in Danville, I'm going to buy you Yogurt Shack. Happy birthday, Coach Chris.
Happy birthday, Chris Dittmore. I guess your sweet daughter is putting together a little montage of your friends wishing you a wonderful and happy birthday. I was at work today trying to come up with some really good words, and I thought funny, sentimental, what? And the first thing that comes to mind is what a great guy you are. You're one of the most generous and kind men that I've ever met in my life. Way back when, in 1994, I believe it was, when we were moving out of our condo, Brenda signed you up to help Dean and I move. It was a day that, of course, you were going on a bike ride, but you came over, barely knew me, and helped lug a ton of stuff out of our top floor condo down to the truck to help load it up so that we can move out, because I was pregnant at the time. Anyways, it was at that moment that I knew that you were either one of the nicest guys in the world, or you just did everything that Brenda told you to do. Yes. So, fast forward to our bike trip. Well, not my bike trip. I was part of the Sag Wagon, of course you know that. Yours and Matt's bike trip across the United States. And you invited me to be a part of the Sag Wagon. And I thought, sure, hang out with a guy who's super awesome and really kind of generous and will also bring some excellent wine on a trip. I'll do it in a heartbeat, of course. So that trip was great. I will never look at another Super 8 motel without picturing your face and Matt's face, of course. Had a really good time, and I appreciated your generosity.
Hey, Sarah, thanks for putting this together, but I just want to tell you that some of the fondest memories I have of your father was pretty much when he bought the cabin and we were up there, and all the great times we had up there playing games with the families and all of us. But more recently, my most favorite memories are of Chris and our great bike trip from Canada to Mexico. And the best memory I can have is, number one, when we were going to go down that dirt road and he and Matt stopped and went back and decided that we were going to reroute. And then when we were in Bend, he found out that, you know, we had fires, and he and Matt sat down and he rerouted. And I'm sure all of you know how Chris is such an organizer. And he really, really organized the best bike trip that any of us have ever had. And we really appreciate that, Chris. Thanks.
So I have two favorite memories of Chris Dittmore. The first one is the very first time we met Chris. Sue and I were in the dorms at San Jose State, and here comes Chris. Marches right up to us, shakes out his hand. Hi, I'm Chris Dittmore, and I'm a freshman. We all know that story, but that's got to be my favorite. And then my second one is, doesn't need a lot of words. I have these two pictures right here. This is Chris Dittmore losing one of many bets to me, and here he is making a cake in a frying pan.
Hi, Chris. A very happy 60th birthday to you, and many more healthy and happy birthdays in the future. Enjoy and have a wonderful time.
Happy 60th, Chris. Wish you all the best, and welcome to the 60s.
Hi, Chris.
my human Deborah, and I wanted to wish you a happy birthday. We aren't saying the number because she says you are quite aware of it. But also she told me to say, you're not cooperating. We should have rehearsed this. Go Matadors!
Talk about Chris without mentioning Brenda. Even though it's not her 60th birthday, she is amazing, and they are a loving and special power couple. And I'm proud that the Ditmores are our business partners and friends. They are always generous, offering up their cabin for meetings, and have elevated Goodway. One of the most touching moments in my career was when Brenda surprised Chris at our all-company meeting when Chris was awarded the Burl Award. And this was named after my father, and it went to the one employee that really epitomized the spirit of Goodway and had vast contributions and passion and integrity. And you all know Chris, that describes him perfectly. In closing, I'd like to say that Chris is the kind of guy that you always want to team up with. You know you will win and have a fun ride along the way. And I do want to call out one fun moment, Chris, that we were in Mexico on another incentive trip, and our president Jay and I did 2-on-2 volleyball against Chris and another guy. And you know, Chris is a California guy, a lot younger than me, actually a couple of years younger, and I said, wow, can we beat the California, duo over there? And Jay and I beat them fairly on 2-on-2 volleyball. So it doesn't say much for my sports career, Chris, but that was a highlight, and I have not played volleyball since. So Chris, have a wonderful birthday celebration with many happy and healthy returns. And knowing you, there will be so much fun and adventure ahead. Cheers and enjoy your 60s.
Happy birthday, Chris. I hereby sentence you to one additional decade of health, happiness, friendship, and good times. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Happy birthday, Chris. I'm so thrilled to be able to share this with you. I will never forget that day in West Hall on the 12th floor that you walked into Beth and mine's dorm room and said, "Hi, I'm so excited to be here. I'm Chris Ditmore and I'm a freshman. I can't wait to be part of West Hall." And we laughed, and I will never forget that. And another West Hall memory is when you came home from a wedding and you told us that you met the girl you were going to marry, and you did, and man, did you choose wisely back there in the day when none of us knew anything. I just think of all the years, and we're so appreciative of the friend you've been, the help you've given us with our kids, with Scotty and Matt when they were little and sick, and Kristen, yours and Brenda's blood is still flowing through her veins, and we thank you for that. And then I think of the fun of the trips with Graham and the adventures of Togo's. That was all fun too. And one of my other highlights is the College World Series, when we all went and invaded Beth and Ed's house and had the time of our lives. So I thank you so much for your friendship. I thank you for your love, your support. You couldn't be a better friend, and I love you so much, and happy 60th, and I'm glad you're finally 60.
Hey Chris, happy birthday. Hope you have a wonderful day from the Gorgons and baby Rhett.
Happy birthday!
We love you and have a wonderful day.
Hey Chris, happy birthday. I can't believe it's been about 42 years since we first met at San Jose State. First time I met you, I think, was on the intramural football field. We had a great time there, and since then you've become a mentor to me, a business partner, a second dad to my kids, and most of all, an incredible friend. You've done so much for our family and for me, and I love you, man, and I wish you a happy 60th birthday. Love you. Take care.
I hope you have an awesome 60th birthday, that you know how valued you are by so many people and the impact that you've had on the life.
Happy birthday, Chris. We know you're going to rock 60 like you rock everything else in your life. Happy birthday.
Enjoy your special day. We love you and we miss you.
See you soon.
Hi, Chris. Happy 60th birthday. Unfortunately, there's something I got to tell you. I've been observing that you're aging faster than I am. Yeah, I mean, think about it. When I first met you, you were in your early 20s. I was in my early 40s. You were only half as old as I was. Now you're 60, I'm 80, you're 3/4 as old as I am. In another 20 years, I'll be 100, you'll be 80, you'll be 8/10 as old as I am. There's no question, you're aging faster than I am. You know, it's not really a surprise. I learned of this when I was 60, and Edward Teller, the physicist, was 90, and he pointed this out to me. So it's a common thing, somewhat. It comes from Einstein's theory of relativity. The theory that two relatives age at different rates. You know, so the data says that. We know that that's true. Now, the theory says that the relative that's moving the fastest ages the slowest. Now you're aging the fastest, so you must be the slowest. You got to pick up your pace, man. You know, or you're going to catch me. You got to get out there and get on your bike, kick some butt, burn some kilowatts. I mean, that's the only way you're not going to catch me.
Okay, I'm not going to try to follow that one. But I do want to wish you a happy birthday. I know you're going to have a really good celebration in your happy place up in Tahoe, all your family around you. So have a blast, and we'll see you when you get back in Danville. Happy birthday.
When I think of Uncle Chris, I just think he is so strong. He has such a strong heart, a strong mind, and a strong will. In everything that he does, he is such an inspiration and a role model. He's also funny and goofy and so nice and everything in between. Uncle Chris has been a huge part of my life. I have so many memories from Danville, from Seattle, from Tahoe, and he's a big part of what I think of family. And he may be turning 60, but I'm sure he will be a huge part of my life for a long, long time. Happy birthday, Uncle Chris.
I'll just say that in all the years that I've worked with Brenda, I think she's only said maybe 2 negative things about you. One, she was kind of worried about how much you worked and how much you traveled and stuff for work when the kids were younger, and so that was kind of a negative. She was upset that you weren't around, probably just because she needed you to make her coffee. And then the other thing was that you didn't like to dance. Well, there's still time, you know, you're only 60. So, you know, get your groove on with your girl, especially since you got a wedding coming up, you know. So, anyways, I just wanted to tell you how much I love you and how much I respect you, and you're a very special person. And I hope that you have many, many more rides in the next 60 years, okay? So, happy birthday, Chris. Happy 60th birthday.
One of my favorite memories about you is when I was in 2nd grade and you invited me and Riley over to your cabin in Lake Tahoe. When we were over at your cabin, you had a lot of pine cones in your backyard, and you said that for every pine cone we pick up, you would give us a nickel. I remember that we picked up a lot of pine cones, and you underestimated how many pine cones 2nd graders would be willing to pick up for some money. That was so much money. And then I remember you said that next time we come, we would get a penny for every piece of pine straw that we pick up. Now that is yet to happen, but boy, am I excited for it. I hope you have a great birthday.
Hey Chris, this is your fellow fat guys wishing you a happy 60th birthday. We thought the proper thing to do is to, honor you on your birthday with a ode to the things that you love the most. So here we're going to start with, whoops, I got to flip this around. So back to you. There. Things Chris loves the most. We're going to have blueberry buckwheat pancakes in recognition of Chris. We're going to have, what's this? Oh, that would be a cup of probably Pete's coffee, I think. Ken, is that right? Yep. And over here we've got some fixins. John, Ken,
Ken's working.
What do we got over here?
Ken's working and I'm
Ken's
not.
working, yes. John is supervising.
We got the pancakes going.
He's supervising.
And of course we're wearing our Tahoe shirts.
Yeah, we got to have Tahoe shirts on. See, those are some Chris Dittmore 60th birthday pancakes that we're celebrating. We're gonna make sure that they taste awesome. Yeah, that's great. There we go. All right, and I feel like we're supposed to say like happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Chris.
All right.
Old guy.
Old guy, hang on a second. All right, Chris, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you. And many more. You're the best, my man. Take care.
Right.
Happy birthday.
Here.
More food and beverage for you, all right? Love you, man. Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, Chris. Wow, 60 years old. That's amazing. You are the most amazing brother a guy could ever ask for. Between when I was a kid, let me come down to the dorms and stay with you. I don't remember there being any other kids down there. You were the only one who let your kid brother tag along with you and enjoy breakfast with the co-eds. And growing up, teaching me how to play all different types of sports, whether it was football, baseball, basketball, you name it. You were always there to lead the way for me and show me how to do things. The trips to Alaska were, of course, incredible. Too many stories and memories to recollect here, but I couldn't ask for anything more from a big brother and everything you've done for me. So anyway, happy 60th birthday. I like emphasizing 60th, but you still kick my butt on a bike even though you're 60. Anyway, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, sweetie. Can't believe that 40 years ago I was celebrating your birthday with you for the first time. You were turning 20 and you were so worldly and manly and mature. You were a big college guy. I hadn't experienced college yet. And to this day, 40 years later, you're still my manly, experienced elder who I look up to. And I'm so happy to have had 40 years celebrating your birthday with you. And I look forward to many, many more. Happy birthday, I love you.
Happy birthday, Dad. One of the #1 things you taught me was to always choose kindness, and I am a more compassionate, loving person because of you. I love you.
Happy birthday, Dad. One of the things that you've taught me is that money should be spent on experiences and not things. So let's have a really great wedding.
Happy birthday, Dad. You taught me how to value the important things in life, like a beer up at Lake Tahoe.
I'm still learning about life. My woman brought children for me, so I can sing them all my songs and I can tell them stories. Most of my boys are with me, some are still out seeking glory, and some I had to leave behind. My brother, I'm still sorry. Soon I'll be 60 years old. My daddy got 61. Remember life and then your life becomes a better one. I made a man so happy when I wrote a letter once. I hope my children come and visit once or twice a month. Soon I'll